accident. But it was no accident. It was a monkey.
What's up, guys? Today we're talking about The Monkey, directed by Osgood Perkins and based off a short story by Stephen King. Starring Theo James, Tatiana Maslany, Colin O'Brien, Christian Convery, and Elijah Wood. The Monkey tells the tale of Hal and Bill Shelburn, two twin brothers who stumble upon a cursed object left behind by their late mysterious father. It's a classic tale of childhood whimsy. Every kid knows that feeling of finding an organ grinder monkey who goes off on a random killing spree and ends up tearing your family apart, right? Good times, man. This is a weird one, so before we get into all the weird spoilery things, this is your warning to pause this video, go watch The Monkey, and then come back and let me tell you how to feel about it. Movies this year have been on a tear of defying audience expectations. Companion was more of a comedy than a horror movie. Hard Eyes is a straight-up rom-com with horror elements. And Steven Soderbergh's Presence is a terrifying movie that's not really that scary. With the success of Longlegs, the press push for The Monkey was marked, to say the least. I'm a horror movie mark, but it seemed like even before non-horror movies, they pushed the out of this trailer. So I had a good idea of what to expect. A dark sense of humor, some gruesome kills, and one of my favorite things, a cursed doll/toy. It had all the makings of an instant classic for me. The Monkey is a comedy. It's a dark, gruesome comedy with laughs first, gore second, and horror fourth or fifth. I was chuckling throughout the movie as some of the gore and kills are so over the top they move into unbelievable territory. The editing strongly aids in the humor too, as there are some hard cuts that amplify the bit to absurd levels. This is the great strength of The Monkey and part of why it will age well in the coming years. That being said, the movie is jilted tonally. It opens pretty strongly, pretty well matching the tone of the trailer, even presenting itself to be more over the top than expected. I won't spoil the intro sequence, but there's a really fun cameo and a flamethrower. From there, the movie does a pretty good job of feeling like a Stephen King story, which is another plus. I'm not sure if this is a feature or a flaw, but the characters in the Osgood Perkins movies I've seen so far seem to speak in this stunted, mocking intonation. Maybe that's just the Monkey's lack of self-seriousness, but it does add a unique aspect to the movie. My favorite performance was Tatiana Maslany as the mother of the two twins, Lois Shelburn. As the twins begin to experience early exposure to death by way of the monkey's killings, Maslany's delivery of the truths of life are both funny and unsettling. Maslany delivers terrifically in these moments, a comforting presence who has grown weary and skeptical with age. Theo James showed up and met the assignments, exceeding into bonkers territory with his performance as the adult Bill Shelburn, though I did tire a bit of the adult delivery of dumb shit. Elijah Wood is great for the minutes that he's on screen, and Colin O'Brien was captivating enough as Hal Shelburn's son Petey. There's another fun cameo in this movie for fans of the Halloween franchise. I kept seeing him on screen like, who is that? And when you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. There's a succinct pain in the stitching of this movie. I wish that the script had explored this to a greater degree because that sense of humor was so interesting to see unfold. It's all laid pretty bare. The monkey is lingering and ever present, much like the specter of death. You can't kill him, though I did enjoy the scene where a young Hal is chopping the monkey up to bits, only to find blood and flesh underneath the fabric. It was really creepy. While an effective and creepy symbol for death, a cheerful drumming monkey, the actual random factor of his kills adds zero tension. Many of the deaths are so predictable to see coming and it's not fun. Sometimes they work in an oh my god, what kind of way. And these kills do get so ridiculously gruesome that you can't help but be impacted by them, but it doesn't shake or move me in the way I would like. But I wonder if that emotional coldness, even if I see it as a lack of emotional depth, is part of what Osgood is trying to create on screen and within the audience. The Monkey can sometimes feel like a very dead and lifeless movie, and I found some sections to be quite boring. But then again, death is not subtle. I know first and foremost that death has no welcome mat. It punches you, it tramples you, it disembowels you, and it decapitates you. There's no signal or notification. It's coming. Well, I guess there is a drum roll, but you still may not hear it.
You probably don't even hear it when it happens, right?
There's your friend in there, on the wall.
So while the subject matter of the monkey may be stretched a bit thin, I do think the core message is evident and compelling enough to carry the feature. I won't go too deeply into it, but there is speculation across the internet, which is pretty well founded, that Longlegs and now the monkey have been Osgood Perkins's direct response to the sudden losses of his parents as a child. I'll let you Google that for yourselves, but it does add an effective undercurrent to the movie when viewed with that perspective. Stylistically, this movie looks amazing. Perkins's movies are undeniably great to look at, and The Monkey is no exception there. Like I did with Longlegs recently, I imagine a rewatch of The Monkey will enhance its experience even more for me. I'm sure he packed in some sight gags and visual cues that I missed on the first watch, though my eyeballs were darting all over the screen watching this. The movie is vibrant and colorful, with each scene well lit and setting delightfully designed. This feels like a Stephen King novel, and part of why I believe this movie will age pretty well. Not just as a horror comedy, but one of the great King adaptations. King can be notoriously difficult to adapt on screen. I'm not sure besides The Shining or The Shawshank Redemption that there is a masterpiece film adaptation for this author that both Stephen King fans and movie fans can unite on. Okay, I forgot about De Palma's excellent Carrie adaptation. Heck, even the successful It remakes from the late 2010s are controversial in some circles, and I did enjoy those movies even if they felt like Stephen King MCU movies. Also, Dr. Sleep from 2019 is slept on. But what most King adaptations miss the mark on is the feeling, the vibe, the atmosphere. And with that, Osgood Perkins met the mark. Hal and Bill's House, Uncle Chip and Aunt Ida, the bear with the sunglasses, and the sense of humor. The set pieces feel ripped out of the salty pages of King, and part of the appeal for King fans like me when watching movies based off his books and reading his books. There's an undeniable nostalgia in his writings that make them captivating and addictive. Osgood captured that feeling very, very well in a movie that is unfortunately uneven in other important ways. But most people who watch my channel know by now that if a movie's vibes are off the charts, I'm gonna bump it up a couple of points. All the above reasons, the jilted acting, the dark sense of humor, and the King vibes are why this movie will age very well and potentially into a cult classic. It's going to make for a great late night splatter feature to watch with friends, and would pair very well with just about any other campy horror movie on your midnight movie roster. Only time will tell. So is this a watch, a stream, or a skip? I say go see it on the big screen. It's fun to hear those guts explode and eviscerate on screen, and I imagine getting a little buzzed beforehand with your friends will make it even more fun. The Monkey is a fine horror movie, but better comedy. It looks amazing and is well shot, has some excellent and hilarious kills, as well as some great performances from its actors. There are some questionable moments in the script, sure, but Perkins captures the Stephen King vibe pretty darn well. Osgood Perkins continues to prove that he is an exciting director worth following, and I look forward to his next movie. What did you think of The Monkey? Was it bang the drum all day or bag it up and throw it away? Leave all the comments below, and before you go, don't forget to like and smash that subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching this video and continuing to support the channel. Until next time, dumb shits, I leave you with a quote from the band Orchid and their song Destination Blood. This is our party. We pick the records, set the dress code, we set the dress code, and make love on the dance floor.